paint your face blue, make you drunk and make you sleep through the pain. You wake up feeling beautiful, but your credit cards are maxed out. You come to and your balance full, but your soul feels empty and played out. You don't even know yet that you've been had, or that the lifetime subscription they may not have had is a fleeting weird obsession, just a passing fad. You will come to realize later that it's empty and sad. When you're disconnected, you feel shattered, you feel rejected. You pace the halls, quiet solitude, whispering the passwords they have given you. And your tired mind is rattling. You're lost in thought, but you don't know it. You feel like flying to the other side of time. There's a sinking feeling deep inside you, blown it once again. 'Cause your memberships are lapsing and collapsing at your feet. None of your own buddies say hello down on the street. There's a zero-balanced nightmare in the mailbox every day. The bank accounts are empty, you should really be on your way. You dream of a rocket, then you wake up and you're on it, spinning out of orbit and clinging to the fence. There are others racing through the sky, whoever hangs on longest wins. So you're headed for a comet. You're going so fast you wanna vomit, but your speeding ship doesn't get you any place. And anyway, I don't think you wanna win this human race. There is no one in this emptiness who will understand your pain. Everyone's in their own race and living through the strain. No one recognizes anyone until the money changes hands. And there you are, waiting for your chance to make demands. So when they've consumed you, there's no private refuge for you. You're open and revealed, but far from understood. You achieved the highest score, but you'd quit now if you could. 'Cause all the things you purchased had a hidden cost to you, not revealed on price tags coming right out of the wood. There is nothing any one of us can say, I think, or do that'll save you from the fate that has come custom made for you.
That song, I've heard every song. What's that, man? Trying to repeat me? I've heard every song that John has played. I've heard every recording I've seen. I thought it was every lyric. In going through his files, I found that recording. That's the only recording of that song. I think it's his best song ever. And I'm going to see if I can post that somewhere so people can enjoy it. And I'll post this video up on YouTube as well. I'll set out a link.
So, I mean, it just goes without saying that music was a huge part of John's life. And the body of work that he left behind him is just by itself an amazing, beautiful tribute to who he was. And some amazing and beautiful musicians have agreed to spend the next 45 minutes performing some of John's songs. And I'll let them introduce the songs themselves. First up is Stuart Wolfo.
Hi everybody. I have a little story too. It was over 25 years ago. I had the pleasure of meeting John. And he was, I think he was just about 20. And he came to me as a music student. I teach guitar. And I knew he was a special guy. I mean, right off the bat. I've taught for 40 years. I've had probably 1,500 students. In fact, I have this system where I teach all these scales. You have to do all these things to the scales, and you have to put them on the metronome. And I kind of set this theoretical limit that I knew nobody could ever get to, so that I could cut it in half and cut it and set goals. John's the only student I ever had that could do that. I got to the point where I couldn't play with him because he was better than me at those things. And then he started drawing pictures to hang in my studio. And I was reading his words, and I realized what a special young man he was. I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to sing, or I'm going to cry. So we're all doing stuff that John wrote, and I am really grateful to be able to play this song. It's called Just Too Far Down the Line.
John.
Thank you, Stuart. We're going to intersperse the live performances with some pre-recorded music. The next song you're going to hear is one of John's best songs, I think. It's called My Red Wine. Done by a musician who never met him. A friend of Duncan and mine's and Russ Coleman's was also here, and Steve Wynn, who was in a band called Dreams in the 80s. And, nice little solo career now. But we sent him John's music and said, if you see anything here you like, please feel free to record it. So he was kind enough to do this solo acoustic recording of My Red Wine. Folks, there's food available here. You can start helping yourself now.
Just wait. And the winners of the dance contest. You know, I woke up this morning and I live up in Northern California, and it was, the sun was not out yet. And I got in my car and I'm driving down the road and I look off to the east where the sun comes up. And I was just thinking about John. I had his CD going. And I never get up early because I'm a musician, so 9, 10, 11 maybe is about the time I get up. So getting up at 5:30 was a bit of a challenge to me, and I was thinking of all the things that John has shared with me through his life and my life and probably your lives too. That if I hadn't have gotten up at 5:30 to see the sunrise at about 6, I would not have seen the beautiful thing that I saw today with the sun coming up behind the Sierra Nevada mountains. And it reminds me of an experience I had right after John had passed, and he had a thing that he shared with me, and it was this: to remember. And I said, well, what is it I'm supposed to remember, John? What is it that you want me to remember? He said, everything. And that experience has changed my life. I will remember everything from here on, even the small things. And things like today where all you people and all of us get together to celebrate this guy's life, and most of us will walk right by each other. We never even knew each other. We would never have met had it not been for John. What a blessing. And I think John wants us to remember everything. And so this is a song that he wrote called the Christopher Walken song. And if you feel like singing along, the only thing you got to do is sing, I want to be like Christopher Walken. I'm going to be like Christopher Walken. So even if you can't sing for shit, sing it anyway. Oh, did I say this yet? I want to thank Paulette so much and Shauna so much. I play guitar left-handed, and I flew down here today and I did not have a guitar to play. And this guitar was Sean's guitar. And the last person who played it before me was John. And I'm really honored that Paulette, thank you so much for loaning me John's guitar. That's all the serious stuff I have to say.
Everybody, I wanna be
he loved Pink Floyd. And Roger Got Away is actually a song about Sid Barrett, the original lead singer for Pink Floyd. And here to render it is our friend Russ Coleman.
Thank you. Thank you for the nice build-up, Stephen. Here's the deal. John and I were like contemporaries in the music scene, Davis, Sacramento in the 80s, and I never met John then. I did meet him one time though, in 2005. I did meet John, and I was supposed to do this song called Roger Got Away, which is about a mutual hero of both John and I. But I have a horrible thing to confess. I'm terrible at learning songs. In fact, that's probably the reason why I started writing songs in the first place, is because I just can't learn anything off a record very well. So, with John's permission, I've written a song for this occasion. It's called John's Song, I guess.
That would be Jerry and our next musician. His name is Chris Alexander. And a friend of John's from way back in the mists of time. And he's going to do actually a song that you heard on the show that Al put together called Beautiful Child. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, so I'm going to do a song that you've already heard, because it's in the video, and it's in your program. But I wanted to say a few things about it first. I think I met John around 1990. And my take on John is that there are some people that when you meet them, kind of what you see is what you get. And I don't think it was that way with John. As Shauna said, he's a complex guy. Which doesn't mean that he was not an authentic person. Which is why I felt close to him. We shared a lot. We had music in common, movies, we performed together, we corresponded by email a lot over the years. I came down to visit him a few times. Mainly what we had in common was music, and what I really appreciated about him was, well, one of the things I appreciated about him was that he would tell me exactly what he thought, and he was so helpful, and I learned a lot from him. So I was really very happy that I was able to contribute to one of his later recordings, which we heard earlier, Too Far Down the Line. I think that John's complexity came through in his music in two ways. And you can hear this if you listen to his recordings, which you should do. One, it comes through in all of the textures of sound that's in his music. That there's so much going on in the music. You can listen to something many times and hear little bits of things that are kind of wafting up in the stratosphere that you don't really notice all the time. So it's this very complicated web of sound textures. And the other is in his lyrics, which in his earlier songs, that John, that those of us who knew him better, I think, is not as present as it was in his later songs. And so lyrically, his music makes a progression from the complex to the more honest and straightforward. So that by the time you get to one of his last songs, which is Too Far Down the Line, he's telling us, I'm not going to throw you a curveball anymore. This is me. It's straightforward. It's too far down the line for me. The song that I'm going to sing of his that I'm very fond of, that you've already heard. It's hard for me to do my version after you've heard the original, but Beautiful Child, I heard when I came down to visit him shortly after he'd moved to Fullerton, and he had just started his fairly recently started his involvement with the program with Richard and what is it, the it's called Manchild?
Mankind Project.
Mankind Project. So he was getting in touch with his inner child. And if you look at the lyrics in the program, you can see that it's about him finding a photograph of himself as a young boy. I spent quite some time as I went through this trying to figure out exactly what he was saying by it. In the first verse he says, "I felt like laughing, but then I smiled." It took me a while to decide what I think he meant by that. Was that when he sees this picture of a pretty scared young kid, his first reaction is, you know, that's kind of ridiculous. But then he says to himself, "I wouldn't want to hurt you, such a beautiful child." So it's as if he's kind of forgiving his own vulnerability, which Richard talked about. In the chorus, he says, "You're just a boy shattered and torn. Maybe you became your own unicorn. Frightened, elusive, but ever shining bright. Fog around your legs, you're a beacon of light." I really love the idea that he takes this element of himself which is scared, and he finds an image for that, which is the unicorn. It's this kind of mythical creature that the reason that it's so rarely seen is because the unicorn is shy and scared, and that's how it doesn't get to be captured or killed. So the fog around your legs puzzled me for a long time until I realized, because I visioned the picture of himself with a fog around his own knees, but no, it's the unicorn that's in the forest in a kind of secret place somewhere that stands tall, and there's mist on the ground, and the unicorn is standing, shining above that, like a beacon of light. So I just love the way that he's taken his own vulnerability and made it something kind of beautiful and noble. I think that's about all I want to say about it. When I was going through the songs and trying to decide what to do, I experimented with some of the other songs first, and they were difficult to work out. And the hard thing for me was, when I was struggling with the songs, it was really, my first instinct would be, call John, figure out how it goes. And it was difficult to realize that I couldn't do that anymore. His beautiful child. Saw your face again, but not in the mirror. Flat out, wide-eyed, shaking with fear. I felt like laughing, but then I smiled. I wouldn't want to hurt you, such a beautiful child. You're just a boy, shattered and torn. Maybe you became your own unicorn. Frightened, elusive, but ever shining bright. Fog around your legs, you're a beacon of light. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. this beautiful lake. Self-editing yourself just like you do in this song. Never very right, never very wrong. You're just a boy, shattered and torn. Maybe you became your own unicorn, frightened, elusive, but ever shining bright. Fog around your legs, you're a beacon of light. Saw your picture, fell out of a drawer. I saw me in your face, look longer and some more. Little boy lost, frozen in time. What is there to say about the passage of time? What is there to say about the passage of time? You're just a boy, shattered and torn. Maybe you became your own unicorn, frightened, elusive, ever shining bright. Fog around your legs, you're a beacon of light.
So we have one last song that we want to do.
Russ,
And it's a sing-along. There were a lot of musicians who influenced John who were important to him. I don't think any group of musicians was more important in that category than the Beatles. John was a fanatic about the Beatles. And if there's been one theme throughout this journey of the last several months, for me it's been love. It's what I've seen reflected in the eyes and the hearts of all the people who came forward to support John and just everyone in his life. It's what he brought to his relationships and what he got back. And certainly what everybody here demonstrated over and over and over again. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank the ship for hosting us. There's still some more. There's more food available.
Can you give me a minute to change film?
Okay, we're going to take a minute here to change film. So the blue